Hey everyone, we're back with more Final Fantasy XIV. We are currently a level 30 Arcanist doing the level 30 Arcanist quest. We're going to learn Rune 2, deals unaspected damage with a potency of 270. Rune Mastery, which upgrades Rune to Rune 2, okay. And we get an engraved goatskin grimoire, which is not better than what we got, and a bunch of armor that is also not better than what we got. You should be fine then. I've been expecting you, Miro. As ever, Kalia's predictions prove accurate almost down to the moment, and her mind is especially sharp with such a dangerous confrontation in the offing. The Yellow Jackets have contacted us with word of Dosmaga. It appears his merchant vessel is presently anchored off the coast of Bloodshore. Once the pirate's business there is concluded, rumor has it that he intends to embark on an extended voyage to the east. It will be some time before he returns once more to Limsa Lominsa. If we pass up this opportunity, Kalia will lose her chance to settle the score with Dosmaga, and we risk the Foreseer stumbling once more into the blackest melancholy. Simply getting close enough to Dosmaga will prove difficult. Kalia has, however, already formulated a solution. She has set her grand strategy into motion. Your first task in this undertaking is to travel to Costa del Sol and deliver this set of instructions to a fisherman by the name of Rilzern. More instructions will be forthcoming. Okay, sorry about that. No, that is not the unreliable one. That is Thubergeim. She's like the overseer in his place. The guildmaster is still off just doing whatever. His research, apparently. Like I said, I fail to understand the workings of like pay scale and how the job works. It's like being a gym master in Pokemon. Like, so many of the gym masters just fuck off and do whatever, and it's like, sure. Listening to his Andrew Tate podcasts. Exactly. What is it you want, lass? As you can see, I've me hands full with me fishing. Directives list. A short list of orders drafted by Melvin's Gate Assessor Clea. Ah, thanks for that. I've been told to expect you. Hey, here. You're to take one of me earrings and deliver it to the cook, Apolona. No. We get lots of carbuncle today. I've been told to expect you. Then why did you greet me with, like, what do you want? Yes, and how might I help you? Master Gigaruju is expecting his supper at any moment now. Herring is so fresh, it still flaps its fins in one final desperate attempt to propel itself from your pack, through the air and back into the sweet salt water it once called home. A fresh herring? Why, the master does enjoy a bite of broiled fish of an evening. This might even earn me a few extra coins for this week's wages. Well, you have earned yourself one of my homemade eel pies. I should tell you, though, your Arcanist colleague was quite insistent that you take the pie to Master Gigaruju rather than scoff it down yourself. This last quest literally just has me playing Errand Girl. And what brings you to my, and I use the term facetiously, humble abode, dear madame? Such a heavenly aroma. Are you perchance carrying an eel pie about your person? How commendable that you should research the delicacies that tickle my fancy before daring to intrude upon my most ponderous of ponderings. Speaking of ponderous, well, I was speaking of it at least. I have a hefty purse of gil to persuade you to relinquish your claim of that pastry. The culinary Apollona would have you believe her homemade eel pie is far more delicious than Mother Mion's real famous handmade eel pie. Okay. One moment, if you will. I have been instructed by a Melvin's Gate successor to hand over this message to whoever delivers an eel pie to Master Gigarushu. Take the purse you received from Master Gigarushu and hand it to the dancer Ildgith as she prepares to return home. Do you wish you were a Lalafell who had like this little chair here and cat girl fanning you all day? Yes, you're looking for a dancer, then I would be the first to see. I would see your coin. I have 3 children to feed and no time to waste on idle chat. A leather purse filled bursting the gill with gum. Oh my, that is quite a purse. My precious darlings will eat like kings this week. It's such a simple job as well. I was told to expect you, you see. In return for the coin, I'm gonna give you these. The leather satchel is from your Mikoti friend, and the Purio is from me. The last item you delivered to Drogo, the warehouse foreman. Clea, I'm at the point where I want to punch you in the mouth now. Hey, it's Khal Drogo. I ain't got time for the likes of you. If you don't get me work squared away soon, then the master will have me head on a pike. You got something for me, you say? A colorful cotton undergarment worn for countless summers by the dancing Ildgith. Oh. We just brought this guy that girl's underwear. Hey now, isn't this Edelgith's burial? That Mikoti last said something about bringing me a gift when I couldn't refuse. And stick me with a pitchfork if she weren't telling the god's own truth. Here, you're supposed to have this bottle of wine. Take it to the Flying Shark and pour a cup for the sailors that are drinking there. That's what she told me to tell you. Any road, I'd watch me back if I was you. Though lass, them sailors, the meanest bunch of cutthroats I ever did see. All this just to get some wine to poison some sailors. You want me to taste your wine, eh? Well, now I ain't one to pass up free grog. Wine so old, no one alive can remember when it was bottled. The cork appears to still be intact. Limlian's teats. Now that's a bloody fine drop. If we ship this stuff to the east, we'll be selling bottles by the crate. You're coming with us back to the Morning Star. The cat will want to have a word with you. Alright. There are 3 things you cannot stand. Hypocrisy, racial intolerance, and Lalafels. That's a good lass. And as for ye, Miss Dancer, you stick-closed old hair scrat. It gets damn cold on them long sea voyages. Shh, we'll talk later. Yeah, it's not like you weren't 1 foot from him and he couldn't hear you whispering. Or see you whispering. That entire, like, fetch quest took me less time than the entire, White Mage quest we just did. Or the entire fetch quest took me more time than the entire, White Mage quest did. You ready then? We'll be off as soon as the boat's landed. Oh no, me love! You'll have to excuse me. I've gone and shit me pants. Gotta shat me pants. Fine grog and fine women. The captain will be pleased with this haul. Pray do not stare so. This was the most expedient method of gaining access to the ship. I will take the satchel from you now. You may have it back after I take the items I need. What mischief are you two about? That guy looks like the merchant at the beginning of the game. I was merely borrowing some clothes. You wouldn't wish me to catch a chill from this brisk ocean air, would you? You'll be dancing yourself warm once we get on the ship, lass. You know, in MMOs, unless you're directly speaking a person, they cannot see or hear what you are saying. Also, this guy's an idiot. Yeah, but he looks like the merchant from the beginning of the game. And the end of our Armorborn. You better slip off that riding robe before you meet the captain. Of course, of course. What? When did that happen? I'll be happy to show him the performance that awaits. The bitch Admiral Lapdog, come back for that lesson, have you? It is I who shall be teaching this day. My lecture will focus on the manipulation of reality through applied strategy. Did she just summon another book? Enough of this damn yapping. By the time I'm done with you, you'll remember who your real master is. Jeremy, you need to learn this technique. There's probably some in my card won't play. Okay, fine. I didn't want to cast that spell anyway. Here, we'll cast this instead. Oh, no, don't want to cast that right now. I already know this technique. I inspired this class. You're rather little cat. Our numbers matter not. It is strategy, or our numbers matter not. It is strategy that will win this battle. Prepare yourself, Dosmaga. With your defeat, will I cast off the shackles you closed on my soul? You think so, eh? Think your fancy magics are a match for my blade? You've got another thing coming. Okay, so her strategy is basically throw a fucking tank at a grass hut. That's her whole strategy. That's why she employed me in this endeavor. No, he's down. Carbuncle's just like, yeah, no, but you're not that big of a threat. Don't go getting ahead of yourself. You bitch. What was the purpose of the book? I don't think I caught it. Dosmaga now faces defeat. He will flee to the starboard rail. Obvious. Next comes his attempt to escape into the sea. You think you're pulling me strings, do you? Think I'll dance to your tune? Well, I ain't falling for your bloody tricks. It is at this moment he notices the yellow jackets I had you summon in my explicit instructions to Rilzern. You're a fool to return, Dosmaga. I heard you're fond of shackles, so we bought a set especially for you. Why wouldn't you take his axe away from him? Why does he still have that? Clear's like, this is my boat now. Thus concludes today's lecture. Thank you, Mero. This strategy would not have succeeded without your flawless execution. Which suggests that my tactics yet require more work. One must allow for some small deviation in performance. I believe, however, that I now understand where my calculations went awry. It is not enough to wish to shape reality, one must also have a complete understanding of the reality of one's wishes to obtain. It is time I sought out our guildmaster. I think she wants to sleep with her guildmaster. Pray convey to Mistress Thubergen my fondest wishes and my appreciation for all she has done for me. The true test of my strategy now begins. You know what would have been hilarious? If she jumped off the boat, landed in the water, and ruined her new book. She probably had each page laminated, though, so that that doesn't happen. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to the Arcanist Guild, shall we? Bundle's like, aw, I wanted to fight on that boat. The game's like, nah, you can't have chocobos out during these solo quests. Alright guys, sadly we have to say goodbye to the Arcanist Guild because this is the last quest we'll do for them. As we have a new quest to do soon. Welcome back, Mero. There's much I would ask of you. But first, may I have the satchel you received during your assignment? Alright. The veil of mystery surrounding this otherwise ordinary sack is so thick it could suffocate an aurochs. It could suffocate a member of a blitzball team. What about a Chocobo Supreme? I'd love a Chocobo Supreme. The original owner needs her costume back, you see. I'll make sure everything is returned safe and sound. Now, let us speak of Clea. I'm glad to know that she has finally freed herself to pursue her heart's desire, and you are to thank for awakening the Deforcier to her self-imposed fetters. The brilliance of Clea's strategy served to blind her to her own feelings, and it pained me to see her suffer so. Your example may even encourage Clea to improve her combat abilities, although such will surely come in time. After all, she intends to study her under the Guildmaster's direct instruction. Imagine those two obsessive Arcanists and the complexity of the tactics they will develop. It may very well be your actions in bringing them together will prove the catalyst that sparks a new era of invention in the art of Arcanima. You too should look to improve the improvement of your discipline if you are to keep pace with all that is certain to follow. To that end, I offer you a new technique, One I pray allows you to more readily drive back your foes on the battlefield. Alright, so we're just going to take this silver piece, and we're going to get rune 2. So back in the day, rune 2, Tales of Magic. Oh, interesting. What's this one? Magic requests available at level 30. Oh, I get an achievement. Seeker of Truth. Cool. Alright, title. Excellent. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so back in the day, Rune 1 didn't actually upgrade to Rune 2. Originally, it was a separate spell, so I'd have them on 1 and 2. And Rune 1 had a cast time, and Rune 2 was instant cast. Which is significant because it was not better by any means, but you could hit 1 and then immediately hit 2, and it looked like your character would blast out 2 energy blasts at once. And while it was not the most effective way to do battle, it looked cool as fuck. At least to me. Austerities of Flame. Alright. Greetings, Miro. It is well you have come, but we have an intriguing matter to discuss. A request has come to our guild from the Sons of St. Koenig, an organization by some of the finest minds in Eorzea, and they have asked for you by name. It appears that the research the Sons are currently conducting would benefit from the assistance of an Arcanist. Specifically, one who has had the tempering experience of defeating the primal Ifrit. Though I must admit to some curiosity as how these scholars knew the extent of your heroic exploits, I suppose the source of their knowledge is of little relevance. If you would answer this request, then you will find your contact, a researcher by the name of Ymitra, at Upkalu Falls in the nation of Gridania. Oh hey, Ymitra does feature in some other quest. That's good to know. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, it's not like you've worked with Sons before. Oh wait. Well, keep in mind, at the point this quest takes place, I hadn't yet met them. As this is a level 30 quest, so... by their idea, I haven't actually made contact with them yet, as that doesn't happen for another 20 levels. Story-wise, we probably would have just defeated Ifrit and are working on... working our way up to Titan. Which would explain why Gegaruju didn't know us either. Alright. So this character we met briefly before during the MSQ. And I thought that they were just going to do away with her, but I completely forgot that she was actually part of the Arcanist questline as well. You are mere apprentice, I assume? Well met, and thank you for coming. My name, as you obviously surmised, is Ymitra. I'm a member of the Sons of St. Koenig. Ours is a Charlian order that seeks the lost knowledge of the Allegan Empire. And in that regard, we have recently made a singularly important discovery at our dig site in Mordona. We salvaged from the ruins a set of ancient texts describing the existence of a sect of Allegan mages known as Summoners. These were arcane practitioners said to have the ability to siphon the essence of the primals and manifest this stolen energy as biddable ally known as Edgy. Or Eggy. I call them Edgy because Eggy sounds fucking stupid. Should we succeed in resurrecting such arts, then we might well hold in our hands the power to bring the age of conflict to an end. There is, however, as there always must be, one monumental obstacle to realizing this reality. In order to manifest these obedient incarnations of the Beastman's savage deities, one must first defeat a primal and capture its etheric essence. Thus, only one who can boast such a daunting achievement under her belt may even begin on the path to becoming a Summoner. You understand now why I called upon you? If you wish to contribute to my research, then come to me in the west of Byragot Strike in southern Thalon. There shall we conduct a ritual of summoning, the Austerities of Flame. Alright. Southern Thalon. Fuck Southern Thalon. I don't know if I need to go to Little Alamigo or the other area, but... Let's see. Where is this? Oh, it's down there. Okay, let's just teleport to the Forgotten Springs then. There we go. Is the fact that the springs were forgotten why can't Drybone is Drybone and not Wetbone? Yes. Also, while we're here, actually, look over there at those lights. It may interest you to know that that over there is a location you can actually go to. Can't fly there from here, but that is the Gold Saucer. Greetings to you once more, Meryl. I had a feeling this unique opportunity would be nigh impossible for you to ignore. Let us proceed directly to the ritual, shall we? According to the records we recovered, the summoners of old would perform the rites in a land in which the naturally dominant element matched the aspect of the avatar they wished to call forth. Only in such a place might one sufficiently shift one's etheric balance in the desired direction. The element of fire is especially strong here in the Sagoli Desert. I can think of no land more fitting in which to summon an incarnation of the Lord of the Inferno. Before we begin, I must insist that you accept this gem. It may appear of little worth, but within its faceted depths dwell the memories of long-deceased summoners. Now you must focus. Visualize the ether flowing through you, a vibrant current of energy transforming into a living fire. Hold this image in your mind, and the raging heat of your life force shall spawn an edgy wreathed in flames. Be aware, however, that this nascent entity will appear before you unbound and hostile. It is your charge to overpower the avatar and establish yourself as its master. The path of the summoner is not if not fraught with peril. Yeah, sure. Exactly. The Forgotten Springs denies its water to Camp Drybone. Bucket first and establish dominance. That's kind of what we're doing, kind of. Oh man, it's angry. I like how we just immediately do it too. It's not like even a question of, is it possible? No, it's just, here you go, we're just doing it. She got stone skin on me. If energy has summoned sprites to do its bit thing to surround you. Oh, it's nails. Of course it was invulnerable. Why wouldn't it be? Why did you auto-target? Oh. Make me waste my spell. The Crimson Nails on the side. Now's your time to press the attack. Really? No, I didn't figure that was the case. Thank you for letting me know. I was just gonna stand here and not do a fucking thing. Duty complete. I'll second level up too. No new gear. Most impressive, Miro. The Fireborn Edgy has submitted to your will. You have you have mastered the austerities of flame, and that is no small feat. Pray let us return to Apkalu Falls that we might further discuss your achievement. The downside of returning all the way to fucking Gridania to do this is that not only do I have to return to Gridania, I then have to use the Ethernet to teleport someplace close to Apkalu Falls. Then I gotta run to Apkalu Falls. I thought after the nails were destroyed, I had to die. Jeremy, can we call you Rector from now on? Alright. Can we say it like Emil in Tales of Symphonia 2? This is truly a momentous occasion. You have rescued the lost art of summoning from the grasping mire of forgotten history. But you must know more of the avatar you have bound. In the ancient tongue of the Allegan Empire, it would be known as Ifrit Edgi, where Edgi translates approximately to pure, or the essence of. In short, you obtained a willful manifestation of the Ifrit's raging fires. As you might expect from an entity born of the Lord of Inferno, this avatar and its capacity for destruction would serve you well in your battles to come. With such an ally at your command, it is not too soon to take upon yourself the title of Summoner. You have proven yourself more than worthy of the soul crystal you now possess. Yet, be that as it may, the road before you is long and arduous. If you would triumph in this age of conflict, you must needs master more than just the edgy of fire. I suggest you next fix your gaze upon claiming a servant of unyielding stone. You once seized victory against the primal titan, did you not? Though I admit I am eager to progress directly to the austerities of Earth, we must be careful not to overtax your reserves of strength. Rest well and spend some time growing accustomed to your newfound abilities. Once you feel prepared to continue with our historic research, you will find me here, awaiting your arrival with barely constrained impatience. Now go fight Ifrit with Ifrit. You don't actually get Ifrit. You get Ifrit Edgy, which is also somewhat untrue as well, because you do eventually get Ifrit. Okay, let's equip ourselves with our soul crystal here. Okay, let's update this. I don't know why that's on my bar. I'm never gonna use that. Okay. Gotta get used to this new selection of skills setup that I have here for my bars, but alright, so that's gonna be it for Summoner, guys. Thank you very much for viewing. Yeah, it's time to swap over to Far Cry. I got nothing left to do side quest wise for you right now. Thanks for viewing, YouTube.